5-year pro, and he has been described as wrestling obsessed. From what people who travel with him say, at any moment, he'll pull out his phone and just start watching pro wrestling. Always studying, always trying to stay on top of his game.
I will say, in many ways, Robert Martyr is an unhinged being. I don't know if Martyr's all the way there, but I will say one thing. He is an incredible professional athlete. At 22 years of age, Robert Martyr wants to become Future Legends champion here at FSW, and I honestly believe he has a heck of a shot.
He's got to be a heavy favorite.
And his opponent, weighing in at 183 pounds, fighting out of the Bronx, New York, is the closer, Jarett Diaz.
Not Jarett Diaz's first excursion to Las Vegas to show off his skills. Now 3 years in a row, he has decided to come out to Vegas and show what he has during the summertime bodega season.
The last time that we saw Jarett Diaz here at FSW, I want to take you back to FSW Luck of the Draw in May of 2022. Where he made his debut here in Future Stars of Wrestling. He may not have walked away victorious, but he definitely walked away with a new respect and new abilities. He's bringing him back here just a year later to FSW live in Las Vegas, Nevada on Fight Plus.
I think calling him arrogant would be putting it mildly. It would be underselling what he thinks of himself, how he projects himself to people. But the thing that can't be denied is the success. He has already toured internationally.
Competed at WXW in the country of Germany, been on multiple excursions in Germany, competed across Combat Zone Wrestling, AEW, Evolve, Beyond Wrestling. You've seen Jarett Diaz because he's been everywhere that professional wrestling goes. In fact, Jarett Diaz goes as far as to believe that he is professional wrestling, the personification of this sport. Jarett Diaz believes he is that man.
Both these men came up in the sport together. They've taken different paths to their success, different styles. You will see that as this match goes on here. They know each other very well, and while at one time they may have been close as young boys in the business, they have grown into very different men.
Well, I mean, two men that trained both in the state of Florida, both men moving to New York, trying to make careers out of this, and also, you know, competing against each other in various matches. However, I have it on great authority. This is the first ever singles match between Robert Martyr and Jarett Diaz.
The first ever singles match they've had, and it's something they've both waited for a long time. And you could argue for different reasons they want this match.
Jarett Diaz, he's been everywhere. He's done everything that he believes there is to do, and whatever he hasn't done, it's obviously not worth his time. Jarett Diaz believes that Robert Martyr, I mean, he's a talented individual, but he doesn't think Robert Martyr has what it takes to be on his level. So tonight is the night for Martyr to prove it. Can Martyr prove that he is on the level or better than that of Diaz?
Well, here's the thing. This is a very different Robert Martyr than Jarett Diaz met 5 years ago. Since then, Martyr has went toe-to-toe with men like Timothy Thatcher, Minoru Suzuki, Richards, and Daniel Garcia. He has learned lessons in all those battles, and there's lessons that Jarett Diaz might not have experienced when you consider the toughness and tenacity of the men Martyr has held his own against and almost defeated.
You're right about that one. Both of these men showcasing they are even keel. It is 50-50, and really the thing that's going to throw it off is when it becomes 51-49. Will we find that moment?
Oh,
that might be it.
Wow, I was not expecting Martyr to be the one to take the first cheap shot, I'll be honest with you.
Well, he's well aware of Jarett Diaz's ways. If he wasn't going to be the one, wait a minute, the cover, 2 count. If he wasn't going to be the one to do it, Diaz would.
Robert Martyr's got a huge weekend ahead. So much action he will be a part of. FSW versus GCW, Natural Born Killers 4. Go for broke. He will be receiving an FSW Nevada State title shot against Gregory Sharp. And tonight he has a chance to walk out with his own championship, but it's a long road ahead.
The Poison Youth, you got to watch out. Diaz to the outside, Martyr back in. Martyr, and eating the boot.
And Diaz a step ahead of Martyr this time. dragging him out to the outside. Nothing good can happen out there for either man, let's be honest.
Absolutely. Both of these men become much more dangerous when they're on the outside of this squared circle.
Yeah, when they get back in the ring, one of these men is going to be far worse off than when they went out there.
We talked about it being 50-50 and needed to see 51-49 to see a conclusive finish to this match. I think this might be the turning point here for one of these men. And it looks like it might be in the favor of Martyr.
Oh, Diaz trying a pump kick.
Martyr, super kick right to the chin.
They got to watch the count. I know the referee's obviously going to give some leeway in a tournament match like this.
Yeah, with something as important as this, the Future Legends Championship on the line in the main event. Robert Martyr putting it on the line.
Oh, no! Like I said, one of these men is going to be far worse off than before they went to the outside.
Yeah, Martyr did a number on that turnbuckle post, but the turnbuckle post is not your opponent. Jarett Diaz is, and he's taking advantage.
Turnbuckle post could take as much damage as it wants.
Diaz.
Almost invincible. Oh, man! Insane height.
Into the cover. Robert Martyr is still in this one, and got to be honest with you, I don't think Jarett Diaz expected Robert Martyr to last 5 minutes in this matchup, let alone the length that we've gone thus far.
I don't know. I feel like Diaz will say that publicly, but he knows how tough Robert Martyr is.
Look at this, putting the strength to good use. Power bomb out of the corner.
Here's the thing. When you're in the ring with Robert Martyr, you can't put yourself in position to be countered like that. Clothesline with the bad arm, though.
Yeah, you got to acknowledge that. That right arm might be paying dividends here for Jarett. Only a 1 count. Yeah, targeting the arms, the hands, the phalanges, if you will, of Robert Martyr is going to be critical for Jarett Diaz. Martyr has that amateur boxing background that he has heavily influenced his style in the ring.
Yeah, he's a dangerous striker. Grew up around a family of boxers. Did it his whole life. That's why his strikes are as dangerous as they are. They'll put you out in a second. And now I think he's doing his best to block out the pain, but I don't think he's going to be able to block it out. He's going to have to try and put this away quick so he can go get that thing iced in between now and the next round.
Yeah, that's one thing that's going to be heavily ignored in this night tonight. The recovery process, you'll have to consider it. You'll want to end your match early. Martyr's trying to do that here. The cover. Put as much of the weight as he could on the upper shoulders of Jarett Diaz, but just was not enough to get the job done.
And now Martyr, who is a submission specialist, I'm surprised he's not trying to keep Diaz grounded, especially with his injured arm. Instead, again, first time ever meeting, 5 years in the making. Murderous knife edge.
Trying to tear the pectoral muscle off of Jarett Diaz is Robert Martyr. This is an eclectic man. He will wrestle you any style, any which way you please. Into the cover, sitting down into it. You might need to take Jarett Diaz a little bit more serious than that if you want to walk away with the win.
He is, he should, but the thing is, I think Diaz's arrogance has rubbed off on Martyr now. I think Martyr wants to beat Diaz, and he wants him to be embarrassed by the loss.
Well, sometimes you have to match fire with fire in a certain sense, and Martyr's doing that here tonight. Oh, Diaz, though, trying to outpace Robert Martyr. Can he do it?
He's still got those springs in his legs. Sunset flip. Got a 2 out of the deal. Oh, connects. That was an elbow strike.
Yeah, that golden right hook from Robert Martyr into the cover.
Look at the way Martyr, when he went for the cover, just drove the forearm right into the face of Jarett Diaz, who had to contend with 2 things, a forearm in the face and trying to kick out before 3. It's disrespectful, it's painful. It checks all the boxes that you want to put someone through when you're facing them in the ring.
We talked about it before. This goes beyond the Future Legends tournament. It goes into personal blood. The cover once again. Martyr has more to do. You notice he cinches into that side, that rear chin lock now. I believe that's turned into a crossface.
Yeah, he's really cranking down now. And Diaz, you know, he might look close to the ropes for those watching at home, but until now, he felt a million miles away.
Yeah.
Oh, and Martyr, he's got to count till 5. He can do this for another 4 seconds.
Just because you can't do something doesn't mean that you should, though, Jake. You know that just as well as I do.
Oh, look at this. 5 years of pent-up aggression now, rising to the surface.
It is that pent-up aggression which has turned Robert Martyr into what he is. The poisoned youth has invaded Las Vegas tonight.
But still, that arm, that's going to be a factor. And it's going to be a factor that Jarett Diaz has to focus on.
Diaz ascending to that middle rope, going for it. Drop kick right to the chin.
And Martyr smartly rolls to the outside. But that might not be a safe haven against Jarett Diaz.
Taken to the sky, tope con hilo.
I'm tongue-tied after the sound we just heard the bodies make on that collision.
Yeah, that was quite the thud, but Diaz is not done yet with Robert Martyr. He's got to be looking for it here. Diaz, double stop to the back of the neck.
That combination should do it. I don't know about it.
The closer trying to close this one, and the middle rope is obtained by Robert Martyr.
Martyr, so aware of where he is in the ring. Great ring savvy, to be honest with you, as they used to say at PWI. Robert Martyr knows what's at stake. He knows where he's at in the ring, and he knows he doesn't want to be beaten by a man that started as a peer, but he considers he's above now.
Well, that's not to insult the intelligence, the in-ring IQ, if you will, of Jarett Diaz himself. Diaz out of the corner. Martyr, German suplex.
And such impact.
Fireman's carry. Death Valley.
Now that is a combo you don't see often. And that is a combo that should put anyone away.
It's a combo that might as well be as illegal in the state of Nevada. That was incredible, but devastating.
Here. And Robert Martyr looking to finish off Jarett Diaz. Once again, Diaz goes to the arm. If his arm was healthy, that would have taken Diaz's head off.
Could have ended the matchup is what it could have done.
He's risking his own body in the first round here.
Martyr. Super kick to Martyr from Diaz. Trying to look to put him away. Cross Bronx. Cross Bronx.
Will this be it?
That's got to be it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, and moving on into the tournament, the closer, Jarett Diaz.
And we now know Jarett Diaz will be taking on Jordan Oliver in the semifinals of the Future Legends tournament. What a hell of a bout we just saw. Killer matchup here. Robert Martyr fighting through the pain of that arm injury, just coming up a hair away.